episode 8 of the One Up MMA podcast. How's it going, Justin?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Pretty good. Glad to be back on this horse again.
Oh, yeah, it's been a little bit, we've missed a little bit, but we were busy. We were busy, folks. If you're still listening, waiting, we apologize, and thanks for sticking with us.
That's it. And we're happy to announce that part of, obviously, as I mentioned, part of the reason we skipped a week is we were working hard on getting a recruit up and running. We had a bunch of applicants. Again, thank you all for your applications and your interest in joining the One Up MMA squad. But as growth, proper growth suggests, grow slowly and gradually. So even though we're not ready to take on that many more people yet, it's coming, I think. I think it's going to be in the near future.
Yeah, we're definitely, that's why we brought on this, new fresh blood, right? As you could say.
Fresh blood.
So
Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor, for everybody out there. If you haven't seen his articles, he's posted quite a few stuff up there right now.
Yeah. He's a posting maniac.
Yeah, he hit that ground running. He's,
That's it, man. So we got together in a dark alley and did some crack, and that was his
He supplied.
No, it was good though. We stalked him online for a while, and got to see his interactions and kind of how he writes. And Justin was all over that digital creeper vibe for a little while there. Hey.
Yeah, I didn't mean to be, but you know what? He's. I just wanted to see what he would bring to the team, and he gels, he clicks with us.
Yeah.
So
he's right in there, man. He hit the frequency we're on, and the beauty is he's from the U.S. of A.
Yeah, he's
south of the border.
Definitely, if you want to get to know him, send him an email.
For sure. He's already posting a lot. It's great. Yeah. And the cool thing is now we got coverage south of the border. So when we do, one thing we've had a couple interviews with fighters, out of New York and different things, but we've had to do it kind of via Skype and email or phone calls. But now we've got someone south of the border. We can send them in there and meet these guys in the flesh.
Yeah. So welcome to Team Taylor.
Welcome to the Team Taylor. Can we just talk about UFC 225?
Yeah, I was kind of waiting to, I like Taylor and everything, but I think, this fight card it's stacked. Man. It's a nice card.
The chat the three of us was on was like on fire. It was like watching that Dance Dance game where the arrows fly up and you got to step on them in time.
Yeah.
Revolution, yeah. Dance Revolution.
Dance
it was like
Revolution.
That with the text. Yeah, it was like that with the text, just going back and forth, just three of us. But yeah, there's already an internal turmoil and rivalry at One Up MMA head office.
Well, I'm on the outs of, I guess. It's 2 against 1, folks.
I guess it is now. Yeah, there's a new dynamic now. It used to be just you and I, and now there's a third party to tip the scales. It's pretty interesting, eh?
It makes it more exciting, right? Like with this
for sure.
This main event, we don't agree on it, but
no, your team Yoel.
Yeah, definitely.
And Taylor and I are Team Whitaker.
I like Whitaker. See, you guys are thinking I'm picking him because I don't like Whitaker, but they're both equally good fighters. They're 1 and 2 the best, right? So
I know I'm aware of your love for Whitaker.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, but just that beast of a man. He's so like that. He's got no neck. How can you pick a guy that has no neck?
He looks like a Ninja Turtle, man.
Exactly.
Cuban Ninja Turtles.
But yeah.
But I don't know. Like Taylor brought up a good point last night too, and the fact that Whitaker did beat Yoel in their first fight, and he had a busted foot, right? Was it his ankle or something?
I think it was his leg. Something to do with his leg.
Right. Yeah. So that alone, I mean, damn, like. I wouldn't want to fight Romero with 2 good legs.
Well, I think if Romero would have known that, hey, Whitaker has a bummed leg, he probably would have went more aggressive.
He probably would have, but that's not the point, right? Yeah. The point is Whitaker was able to fight through it, keep it to himself, right, and still come through.
Oh, like I didn't know he was hurt until even like the announcers were saying, "Oh, I think he might be a little in." We don't know, but. He didn't look it. He definitely didn't show it.
He toughed it out, man. And God, damn, you gotta respect that guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was a good fight.
And the thing is, I've rooted Yoel all the way up until Whitaker, and that's where my Yoel train stopped. Just because, I don't know. Aside from the point Taylor brought up with the busted leg, but like, it's, to me, he's such a smart fighter. You know what I mean? He's got a great fight IQ, and his acumen is just, you see him making adjustments. I mean, just the foot examples, the leg example is a great one. But yeah, he approaches fights differently, man.
But this is where we disagree, because you know what? Yoel, he changed up that game plan for Rockhold.
Yeah,
and
he sure did.
He knocked him out.
He sure did.
So,
I'll give
you know,
that.
it's going to be a good fight.
It's a tough call.
I went back and forth, but I'm like, you know what? I got to go with, you know, I love you. I love you.
I love you.
Oh, man.
You are the man.
That's like merchandise waiting to happen, right? Like, he just needs to cash in on that, market that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Copyright.
Put some respect on it.
Yeah. Own it.
But honestly, aside from like his Whitaker's fight with Thompson, like I don't really ever see him in that much trouble often, right?
Nah. Yeah, he's getting better and better with every fight, right? And he's fairly young too, so he's
man.
student of the game for sure.
For sure. And his last loss was like what, 3 years ago now?
Oh yeah.
I'm still mad that he didn't get to fight Bisping and it got canceled. That sucks.
Yeah, that's well, and you could say the same with Romero too. Bisping just puts himself in these quality fights all the time, though. So
yeah,
you gotta love that.
Good on him for it, right?
It's pretty. Sucks he retired, but you know what?
I know he needed to though. He looked like a mangled, like alley dog by the end. Like, just
and if Gastelum knocked him out, who else is gonna top 3, top 5 are gonna definitely finish?
And I feel so bad. Like he fought Gastelum way too early after GSP.
Yeah, like what, 23 days?
GSP didn't even end in like a split decision or some sort of, submission. No, it was like he got choked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And at his age, you don't recover that quickly. But another interesting fight for this weekend, though, man, that Covington Dos Anjos fight.
Yeah, 2 title fights.
RDA,
it's gonna be a long pay-per-view.
It is, or a short one. If
yeah, it's true. Yeah, on paper, we're at least gonna get like 2 hours.
I can see the Whitaker fight going with the deeper rounds, but I don't think it'll go to the judges. I think it only went to the judges the first time because of his leg.
Yeah.
I can't see Covington taking it all 5 rounds. Like I think he's too tenacious and too cocky. I think he'll try to end it, and that's where I think he's going to make his mistake. Who do you have in that fight?
I'm going to RDA, yeah.
Nice. Same here. We agree on that one.
I think that's, the main event, I think, is the only disagreeing.
Yeah,
no, we disagree on Punk and Mike Jackson.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a little credit for that because I know that one's a heart. That's a choice you're making from the heart, not from the MMA
and it's hard too, right? That's a good fight. Like honestly, when they posted that video package on like last Friday, I'm like, I don't know who to pick. I feel bad for both the guys. Both
I know
0-0.
Tough. Yeah.
Sorry, like I'm actually more interested in the Punk Mike Jackson fight than the co-main event. I don't know why. I
just like that there's a Mike Jackson.
Well,
fight.
You just put yourself in these guys' shoes. You put them. Yeah. You're thinking, all right, so they're working really hard, and they got something to prove, and they're gonna try to show us that hey, they got something here. Yeah, someone's O's gotta go.
Someone's O's gotta go. But I don't know if I would still really consider CM Punk.
I like following him on wrestling. Like for I just liked him because he cut those cool promos. He's so good at that.
Yeah,
but he worked so hard to get where he was. Like he wasn't supposed to be where he was in the WWF or E. Sorry.
No,
But so he through hard work, he made it. So that's the one thing I don't like when the MMA fans are hating on him because he's a pro wrestler. It's fake.
It's like, how you guys still got that rhetoric going when you've got people like, obviously the giant Brock Lesnar, but aside from him, there's been more than one athlete like that came over to the sport from like football and different things. Like it doesn't change anything. And if anything, wrestling is the closest thing to MMA as far as if you want to come from a different sport.
Yeah, like
right.
They put their
Mitrione
bodies
came from
through
football, and Brendan Schaub came from football, and that's great for athleticism. But so is wrestling. Like you're tossing dudes 200, 250 pounds.
And their work schedule alone is just like hard work. Like they're flying to every city, like pretty much every day, right? Like it's not just those TV shows. They're doing
They're like overly paid carnies. Not overly paid. I'm just gonna say like rich carnies, right? The way they travel.
Yeah,
it's like
true. Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's crazy.
I feel sometimes I just picture them all crawling into one little clown car and just like the manager going, "Okay, next city." And
get in the ring.
It's just filled with protein powder and like all like baby oil. It's like...
yeah. Oh man, championship belts.
No kidding.
But yeah,
I mean. I wasn't too impressed with his MMA debut.
Oh, I was definitely disappointed. But you know what?
Yeah.
He knows what it feels like. See, we're talking about this fight more than co-main, and we're going to be talking about that one. But
this is true. But I mean, I'm a little ashamed of myself for that.
But I think it's because the hate is on that fight so much that come on, these guys are.
I like all his interviews. He's just shrugging his shoulders, like, "Yeah, you can hate me. I don't care. I'm here to fight. Like, whatever."
Well, he's probably. He's been booed from like, he's been the bad guy, he's been the good guy, so he's probably used to that.
He's done it, and plus he's still collecting a nice paycheck, so who cares, right?
It's true. Yeah, good for him.
But he is 39. Let's not forget that either. Like, as good as you've been wrestling and all that stuff, age is still going to be a factor in my opinion.
Well,
especially when
for him
learning a new sport.
Sorry, I think for him it's going to be he doesn't want the belts or like the titles. I think he just wants to one win. Or maybe another win, 2 wins, whatever. But he wants to prove to himself he can do it.
Yeah.
And you can't hate for somebody. Yeah, you can't hate on somebody for trying to do that.
Especially when you've been like, quote unquote, fake fighting for your career. It's like you got to think that itch, right? Like I just want to actually hit this guy.
But that little punch he threw against Mickey Gall, that did not look good.
It did not look good at all.
Hopefully he's improved.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, so we agree on the RDA and Covington fight. I don't like Covington.
I'm the same. I agree.
He just started way too early with the talking. Like, when guys start, like when Conor gradually came up and then boom, he was this like mouthpiece and he did it as he went up, right? Covington just isn't, he's not hitting that spot for me. But anyways, aside from that one, we've got one fight I'm really looking forward to is the Anderson Holm fight.
Yeah, that's going to be I think it's... Man. It got bumped up to the main card, too. It wasn't even going to be on there.
No, it wasn't originally. It's because, like, Megan Anderson isn't really that big of a name yet, right?
Yeah.
But I've been following her. I'll tell you this, like, it's so weird seeing her on UFC cards because I've been following her on social media for so long. Even back when she was still fighting for like Invicta and you know what I mean?
Well, and they were trying to get him for Cyborg, right? That was the main.
Yeah.
I think this is her tune-up fight for Cyborg, maybe.
But... Which is weird to hear anyone consider Holly Holmes a tune-up fight. Right?
Well, she's lost a bunch though. She just can't get that win. She's fighting tough fighters though, but after that Misha fight, she has not been the same.
No, and. I mean, good for Misha, but that really did throw her off course. Like she shouldn't have won. She shouldn't have lost to Misha.
Well, she's had so much bad luck too. Like with that Jermaine Rondemi fight, that was definitely her fight to. That was just a brutal fight. Like that's, and then she won, but she just doesn't look the same since Misha.
No, just the look in her eyes is not there. But I will say this: aside from the fighting part, that's going to be a sexy fight to watch.
Yeah,
like those girls are
ladies,
hot. Man. God, and Megan's so tall and athletic, and she's a beaut. She's got that accent. Have you ever heard her little podcast she does?
No, I haven't really followed her as much. Like
she's a beaut.
All I see is her going to be fighting Cyborg. Like I read some of the stuff she's saying, but
yeah,
she's got to prove herself to me, right? Like I haven't really seen her. Yeah. So
no, I'm with you on that. I think she has one loss on her record. 2 losses maybe. Yeah, she's 7-2. But she avenged one of her losses already,
which is always a good sign.
Yeah, against that Zoe chick or whatever. But what was her other loss? Oh, it was the submission to Dandios or Dandois or whatever. Yeah.
I like her. Cindy's pretty good, man. She's making
Dandois
a comeback.
or whatever. Cindy Dandelion or Dandois. How do you say that last name?
We'll just call her the Battle Cat.
Yeah, that works for me. But she's got
Either
a
way
hell of a
say
weight.
it, we're gonna butcher it. So
yeah,
I apologize, Cindy.
This is true. My bad. We can make out though.
Yeah,
I'm down for that.
But she I like that. I wish Cindy would come back because she got cut from the UFC and now she's win. So
yeah, and it's nice to see that she didn't just keep losing and stuff. But what was her last loss in the UFC? Like Alexis Davis, right? And then she went to Cage Warriors. I ain't hating on Davis because she's a fellow Canadian. But yeah, after that, you're right. It's been 4 wins in a row and not even just
finishes.
Kind of winning.
Yeah,
they're finishing.
Well, you know what? So, I think some of these fighters need that. Hey, we're going to cut you from the UFC. It's okay to get cut from the UFC. Just come back stronger.
Yeah.
Like look at Rumble. He fought twice for the belt and he was cut from the UFC. But he made it back, right? So
I miss Rumble, man.
Yeah, me too. But
he needs to come
he's
back.
Enjoying his life right now. So
yeah, he started some business, right?
Yeah, for the marijuana, I think it is.
Yeah. Atta boy. I love that, by the way. Fighter goes and sells weed. Essentially, is what he's doing.
Allegedly, right? I don't know if that's actually.
Allegedly, yeah.
We just busted, you know.
Well, we have to call it cannabis.
Yeah,
if you're talking legal stuff, right?
Let's make it professional. Come on.
Yeah, and then aside from that, we've got the Orlovsky fight. Don't forget that. That's going to be a good one with Tavasa. I don't know how to say his name. Tavasa.
Bam Bam. If I can't read their names, I'm just like, I will just
Pitbull versus Bam Bam.
I don't know. I think Orlovsky, if he finishes him, good on him, man. But
that would be great. But in the end, he is 25, and he like his last weigh-in, he weighed in at 263.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Like, and he's 9-0, man. Like, mind you, I wouldn't say he fought like big names, right?
No, I think this is his launching pad into the, top tier fighters.
I'm with you on that.
But you know what? Orlovsky's been on a little tear there, so.
He has. It's weird. It's like Orlovsky's on his second win, like his second career.
Well, I don't know about that.
You know what I mean?
His chin, he's the one fighter that if you had to pick out from a crowd of who's going to get knocked out, I'm going to pick him.
Oh, for sure. I just mean
chin is
he's been around for so long, and then he just keeps winning every now and then. That's how I look at it.
Well, I'll pick against him. Be like, he's gonna get knocked out.
I picked against him for sure.
And then he wins, right? Like that. I thought Albini was gonna win.
Honestly, when you see a dude go on a 5-fight losing streak, you think, okay, you're not coming back.
No,
and then boom, he wins 2 in a row. It's like,
and they're not even, their finishes like KO.
Yeah.
KO.
Well, his last two were decisions, right? Unanimous, but they were unanimous decisions, and he went full rounds. Like at his age, you wouldn't expect that.
Well, I think he might have had to switch it up because before it was the pit bull just unleashing, right? But now it's I think he's got to change it. You got to evolve.
He's got no chin for that unleashing.
Exactly,
because those guys that unleash, even though they make it through and they plow through, doesn't mean they don't get hit. Doesn't mean they don't get touched. It's. You still need a chin to be that.
Well, even his Travis Brown win, he got clipped there too. But I think he changed it up, and if he,
I liked him. I liked his fight against Struve. Like, it was a good fight in my opinion. It wasn't, I know a lot of people didn't like that fight.
No, I think I picked against him. That's why I didn't like it, because I lost. Damn you, Andre! You're supposed to lose.
Finally, I Mr. Razorblade versus Overeem, another glass chin that we've been enjoying watching get knocked. I rarely say this, but I enjoy watching Overeem get KO'd. I don't know why.
I've never liked Overeem. I liked his nickname though when he was the Demolition Man.
Oh yeah, now he's the Reem or something.
Yeah, I love the Demolition. Like, that's a cool fighter nickname.
Maybe he can get the rights to it because Sylvester Stallone was like, "Oh yeah, that's my movie."
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I will fight you for it.
That's it. But he's another funny one, man. Like he'll win a few and then he'll lose, and like he'll never take a full like win streak. Like I think his longest win streak was like 3 in a row, 4 in a row.
Well, some might say USADA is his kryptonite.
Yes, I would 100% be with you.
He's not Uberheim anymore, man. He's just Al. You know.
Yeah. Hey, what up, Al? Juicing Al.
Yeah.
I love watching him weigh in though, because the girls in the background, you can see they're just like, wow, the mountain of a man.
But I think Curtis is going to be a good test for him.
Dude, Curtis is going to touch him. Mm-hmm. Okay, Curtis.
Well, he might wrestle him though. He might wrestle him too, but Overeem's pretty big, so
I think he'll wrestle him just to ground and pound the shit out of him. Right?
Oh yeah, yeah. If he can get him down,
20. Yeah. Which I don't think is going to be that hard because Overeem's I feel like he fights lazy.
I've always thought that.
Right?
I've always thought that. Yeah, like not to like discredit his skill set.
No.
But you know what? There has been fights where I thought he would win, and he's been blown away. Like,
and he could have won.
Yeah, like there's some fights he could have won, but he could have beat Stipe.
I agree.
He had that fight, but he went for a
Stipe
choke.
was getting winded. Yeah, I don't know why he did that, but again, don't forget though, Stipe's
that's true.
Breed. We can't really count him out, but I mean, Blades, he's 6'4", 27 years old, 82.5-inch wingspan. And for those fellow Canadian fans, that's 210 centimeters. Because now we have a good mix of Canadian and American fans, but that's a 5 and. That's a huge, like, what is Overeem? 80 inches? Like,
I'm not sure, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like 80. Yeah.
So he's got literally 2.5 inches on him, which, doesn't sound like a lot, but in these type of fights with dudes swinging as hard as they do, that's 10 centimeters, bro.
And it's going to show, too, in the fight. Like, it's...
Oh, 100%.
But who'd you go with that one? Who'd you go?
Oh, I went with Blades. If you haven't noticed, I've been pushing Blades.
Just to, make sure.
Overeem's also 38. Don't forget. Like, even if Overeem wasn't,
Well, if they're going to have, like, a glass chin Olympics, I'd probably put Arlovsky, Overeem on my squad.
Who do you think has a weaker chin, though? Arlovsky or Overeem?
Oh, I don't. I think they should.
We always talk about who's tougher. We don't talk about who's got
who's going to get knocked out first. I don't know. I think maybe. I'm going to go Overeem just because of that Nagano one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that
where a fly landed on his chin and he fell over.
Like, oh man.
So no, I'm with you on that. I think it's Overeem too. I think more so. He's such a lazy fighter.
Overeem already beat Arlovsky, so boom, we're wrong.
Yeah, that's true. I guess, but it doesn't mean his chin is stronger.
In our opinion, I think Overeem, or we think Overeem. Yeah.
There you go. And then there's only one other female fight I'm kind of looking forward to, and that's the Claudia Gadelha fight against the Cookie Monster. That Esperanza chick is feisty, but man, Claudia's hot.
Well, and she's got something to prove after that Andrade mauling. It wasn't even like a fight.
That was bad. Like, that was bad.
I think we retweeted her saying, what was it? That Andrade is like a whole different monster, so.
She beat her up for 3 rounds, bro.
Yeah.
It didn't even, it was hard to watch. I'll say that much. But it is in contention for Fight of the Year for 2000. Did it get? It made the top 30 best fights for 2017, didn't it?
I unofficially, I think the fans picked that.
Yeah.
Just because Andrade, I think, picked it. Like it was just for her.
Yeah, maybe. But no, that looks like it's going to be a good fight too. I got them going to decision though. I don't think either of them are finishers. Nice. And aside from that, honestly, we've got. I like to pick out the dinosaur fight. Right?
Yeah, dinosaur fight.
Ease dinosaur pick. So for UFC 225, my dinosaur fight is. Wait for it. Oliveira versus Guida.
Ooh, I thought you were going a different route. I thought you were going to go Rashad.
Arlovsky? Oh, no, you don't talk about Rashad that way. We don't. No.
All right.
You're this close to getting fired.
Yes.
I'm just saying. I don't even have firing authority, but I'm gonna call HR. I'm gonna call HR.
True.
I'm gonna put in a complaint. Even though Oliveira is 28, he's been around for so long. His record is garbage.
But he stepped up when other fighters bailed, so we got to cut him a little bit of slack. Because this fight wouldn't even happen if he didn't step in.
No, you're right. And I love to see Guida get a paycheck because I feel like he's one of those fighters that has done a lot for the sport more than people realize, and has committed to the sport, and he's just done it his whole life and living out of a trailer still. I don't know if he still is, but I think he still is living out like on a mobile home or something.
Who knows, man? These guys are crazy.
He's nuts, man. Nuts. Yeah, I went with that because aside from that, aside from not ever disrespecting Rashad Evans in the way you just did,
no,
I don't feel
I would. Yeah, I'm not a Rashad fan, so
no,
I'll keep my.
But I just don't think his opponent. What is it, Anthony Smith? I don't think he's really been in the UFC long enough for me to even call him a dinosaur. He joined UFC. His first UFC fight was in 2 years ago, 2016, and it was a fight night, the Cowboy versus Cowboy night. Remember that shit?
Who for
Cowboy versus
Smith?
Cowboy?
For Smith?
Yeah. And yeah, he won. It was a decision and all that, and that was great. But that was his first real. So I can't call him a dinosaur.
No. But if he's I don't know that fight. We're talking about the Rashad fight, right?
Yeah.
For that one, I don't know. I went back and forth with that because Rashad is definitely on the out.
Yeah.
And this Smith,
let's just say
glass
I voted
jaw.
for Rashad. Yeah. I went for Rashad the way you went for your boy there, the wrestler.
CM Punk.
It's more of a heartfelt.
Yeah.
I can't vote. I can't bet against him. I just can't. And also one of the nicer guys I've ever made out with. No, I mean I've ever met. 19-7 is not the best record you want, but again,
he's
it was
a champion.
He's a champ.
Can't hate,
I really wanted to see that Tim Kennedy fight, man.
Oh.
It got canceled twice.
Yeah, we would have seen it live. That would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been my first time seeing my boy fight live too. He's had so many canceled fights. Glover Teixeira, fucking Cormier, Phil Davis, Mauricio, Shogun.
I would have liked to see that one. That would have been a good one.
There's two. There was a chocolate. Remember back UFC 85 got canceled, or not got canceled, but his fight against Liddell got canceled. And then they replaced him with James Irvin. That got canceled. He's just got some shit luck when it comes to that.
Oh yeah, he definitely
He's pretty injury prone too.
Well, you know what? He pushes his body, so.
Yeah, he really does, man. But damn, that's a lot of fights to be canceled, right? But yeah, I mean, aside from all that, I still think he could pull this off.
Oh, definitely. I went Smith just based on Rashad's track record in the past few fights. So,
well, there you go. Honestly, if you think about the fact that his last actual win was against Sonnen back in 2013, between canceled bouts and losses, he's got 4 in a row as far as losses, right?
When you say 2013, it's like, wow, it
seems like forever ago.
History books, man.
And that's when his record was. Think about it, 19-3, great record, good start, or not good start, good standing, and then it was canceled bout, loss, canceled bout, loss. It was God damn, the guy needs to get back on the horse.
Yeah.
And he's older. He's 38, but man,
you think he'll retire if he loses?
Honestly, I think he will. I don't think he'll gonna go, after 5 losses in a row at the age of 38 with the money he's made, and he's had the belt. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna go for another belt run.
No, definitely not.
All right, that's for sure.
Unless everybody's sick that day. And he picks up the phone at the right time.
Yeah. So we went 16 people down the list, and we need you.
Yeah, you think you can do this?
That's it. Well, I'm happy to get back on the podcast, Horse, and sorry about that again, folks. We'll be more consistent, and now that we got our 3rd edition,
be filling them in.
That's it. So that's all the time we got today, but I'll be seeing you on the other side of Saturday night to discuss how the fights did go.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. Hopefully you guys out there enjoy them as much as us.
Yeah, man. Send us your picks if you want to share them. Go up to, head over to oneupmma.com to see our staff picks. Now we'll have 3 staff picks for you to look at.
Shout out to the guy that thought our picks last week were atrocious.
Yes. Which, by the way,
you motivated.
Let's just put this out there. We picked 11 of 12.
Yeah. The only one we didn't get was main event, and that was a close one.
So. Yep. And it was a shocker. So 11 to 12 ain't bad, man. I think we've proven our MMA IQ is high enough. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, check out our staff picks. Enjoy UFC 225, and we'll catch you again next week, folks.
Peace.
Peace.